So, templates. It seems kind of boring, but I want to sort of delve into why templates and Logic are really key in beat making, I think, in at least my process. Just sort of walk you through one of my templates that I've sort of come together with only in the last couple of weeks, and you can see how I've got it set up and why I think it's a good way to have a go with one, because it's going to speed up your creative process a lot and make it much faster to get ideas down. Also get you into the proper mixing process straight away without kind of making messy projects, because I've had a fair share of messy Logic sessions because I was just throwing reverbs on there. So it should help with making you more efficient and also your sort of machine as well, so that you're not clogging it up with loads of effects that are unnecessary, basically. So yeah, we'll jump in the computer and have a quick look and see what we're doing. So we're here in the project file. This is my go-to template for like beat making. Like I said earlier, this isn't a, you have to have it this way or else it's not going to work. It's adjust it for yourself, but take sort of inspiration, I guess. If you write similar music to what I'm sort of producing and you think this is going to work best for you, obviously just pause the video and copy it as I go if you want to, but I'd say take the idea and sort of think about it in your own workflow and what's going to be best for you. So it all starts with the Logic track stacks for each sort of instrument group that I focus on. So I've got my guitars, drums, keys, effects and foley, so that's all my little like background sound effects, and then vocals. If I'm going to have vocals, I'll remove them if I know I'm not doing anything vocal yet, and sort of either take it into a separate vocal session, tends to be the best way to do it with just the beat, or make a new little effect again. So the idea behind having these groups is that it means you can be a lot more efficient with your mixing. If you know that all of your guitars are too loud, you can just grab that global slider, pull them up and down. You can EQ all of it together. I have at the minute got my bass inside that stack, but I do sometimes remove that and put it into its own category if there's more bass work. If it's quite a bass heavy song, if it's just kind of in the background, then I'll tend to just leave it in the guitars. But the idea with this as well is more efficiency in terms of the mixing. So you can see all of them are sent global buses for reverbs and delays of different lengths, but also just speed of writing. So I can load up this template and I can get going within a couple of minutes. I've got a sound ready without having to fiddle, and I can start recording stuff and laying it down. I was getting really tired of always loading up a blank project and having to make a new guitar sound every time. So this just kind of makes it a lot faster. Same with Analog Lab as well. That's my go-to for all my synths and keys and everything. So having that there means that I don't have to faff, basically. I definitely think I've been quite minimal with how I set this up. So you can see in terms of the effects and everything and plugins, there's not much to begin with. I like to leave it empty and add them in later. So I've got 4 reverb delay options, which is a short delay reverb plate setting through Valhalla, a longer reverb with a tape delay, a slapback through the CLA slapback, and then a sort of more ambient one with the Valhalla Supermassive, which is kind of this weird delay that has all these like big swells and everything. So I use that if I'm trying to be a bit more ambient. And then I've got a couple of EQs on things, compressor here and there, but I like to kind of leave that for whilst I'm going. I kind of use it more as part of my writing tools, I suppose, how I'm going to make them sound in that way, but I don't want to be stuck with those, so that's why I try and leave it a bit more empty. But yeah, I think it's really simple, to be honest, and like I say, it's not for everyone, but I would say take it and adjust it and see how it fits for you. It's really nice and easy when you have these pre-made tracks like this as well. If you're doing multiple guitar takes and stuff, you can obviously copy them, but I'd say spend like half a day, make a project without any sort of music, just with all your different instruments and things that you're going to use the most, put them in there and see how it flows for you, see what's best, and you can sort of add and take away instruments based on that. That's how I made mine, and I think it's a great idea to sort of customize it and make it your own. But yeah, I think really all I'd say now is just go and give it a go and see. Only other things to add in, my self-titled EP is going to be coming out at the end of this month. not the end of this month, February 5th is when it's going to be coming out. It's going to be really exciting. It's going to be on all of the major streaming platforms, so you can listen to it everywhere. You can pick it up on Bandcamp as well when it releases. But if you follow me on here, subscribe, put on notifications, you'll get a notification for when all of the songs go live on here. And then you can also follow me on platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and there'll be some notifications and countdowns and announcements on there coming up over the next few weeks as we get ready for the final release. After it's out, there'll be some breakdowns on how I made a lot of the different beats and tracks. So if you're into the EP and you like it and you want to sort of see how it was made, you can see how messy my projects were before I made this template and why I've really been digging into it and making my workflow more efficient in the last couple of weeks, because this is new to me at the minute, so I'm excited to sort of mess around with it more and still perfect it. If I sort of drastically change anything, I might do a quick little update video on it as well. But I hope you've enjoyed, I hope you've learned something. Give it a go and it'll be interesting. Write it down in the comments and say if it sort of helped you and if you've noticed the fans don't spin up as much on your computer as well, because it's a lot more efficient running a project like this as well. Alright, but thanks very much, I'll catch you all next week and stay tuned for the EP.